Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Don't tell one what the fuck can do.
Yep.
My boy's on the controls. Fuck you.
Yeah.
If you fuck with him, he'll end this shit quick. You don't even know my man got that dick.
Hey. He got
don't
the
fuck
dick. Got
with
the
him.
dick. Hey.
Hey.
He got
don't
the
fuck
dick.
with
Got the
him.
dick. Hey.
The boy's on the controls. He's going crazy.
Yeah.
Rick, shut the fuck up. You're fucking lazy.
Hey.
I don't really care, man. I'm on the beat.
Yeah.
Jakey Flaky here. He's in the sheet.
Yeah.
I'm spitting. I'm rhyming. I'm shooting. I'm that's what. I'm the motherfucking trillest, killest, illest, motherfucking hillest. I don't give a fuck cause I'm the illest. I freaking love it. Well, anyway, welcome back to a new episode. We have back big old chunky boy. Let me get some of that.
Nice.
Let me get some of that. Come on, moan for me.
Nipple syrup.
Smells like it.
Oh, that's smell
disgusting.
that artificial sugar.
Oh, smells like Aunt Jemima's.
She doesn't exist no more, you racist prick.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
What is it now? What is Aunt Jemima?
Aunt Jemima is
Wait, the syrup?
the new.
Yeah,
syrup?
what is it?
I don't know. What is it?
It's still Aunt Jemima, it just doesn't have her picture on
Jesus,
it
did
now.
we ask you to talk?
You mean?
Hey.
Oh shit!
That's
Jesus.
God.
Jesus is
Sorry,
God.
God.
apparently.
That's God.
Yeah, you've been on only 3 episodes thinking running shit. First,
Nobody played the God sound effect. He can't talk.
Hallelujah.
There you go. Now come in. Come in.
Okay. Anyway, I got him. He won't shut up. Rick, he's finally here. We actually, so funny story. We did shoot with him one time, but footage was lost.
It was a drive-by, ain't it?
Yeah.
What?
You shot
What?
with him, didn't you?
We
don't talk about those times.
Hey.
We don't bring that up. All
You
right.
weren't supposed to bring that up.
I memean, they gave children to orphans. I mean, they gave food to orphans in Africa.
Sounds about right.
Okay, anyway. Valdo's here as
What
usual.
up?
He does his thing.
What's going on?
John's on the thing. Our same old. Listen, do I have the topics for you guys today?
All right, what we got?
So much shit. First of all, I guess. I mean, hey guys, thanks for coming on. Blah blah blah.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Hey,
Well, now I don't
Rick,
want
I
you on. Now that
appreciate
you
you,
fucking
man.
did this shit. I'm glad we have the green screen back. So whatever he puts, I hope it's something good. If it's
Big
another,
black cock
if
again.
it,
Texas. California.
hold on, I wasn't ready.
The deepest depths of the ocean.
Ralph's chin.
Which one?
That's true. Put 2, please.
2 of the 8, please.
I know. I like doing the snap thing because it's a real nice challenge.
What's that
for
one
him.
scene in the Avengers where Thanos is like on the ground, he's being like stabbed by something or something? Just put that on there. He's gonna know what I'm talking about.
I really don't think you will. You should get something. Put I'm a dumbass right here above him,
No, don't.
and then put
Put
Sexiest
that
Man Alive
picture of
right
Jacob
above
you
me.
did last time.
Oh,
His nipples right behind my head.
anyway.
All right, put us back on the border.
No, don't put us back on the border.
Okay,
Put us
ready?
somewhere cool, somewhere tight, like
Tahiti.
Well, actually, put us where we're gonna put the Illuminati and a UFO. Put your snap.
Wait on the snap. Keep going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Put all that cool shit because we're about to get into some deep conspiracy topics.
Background change.
Okay. Well, why I have you guys here today is because Rick, I know you are one of many.
Oh, shit.
Well, how do I put this? One of many. Okay. I'll wait whenever you guys are ready.
Go ahead.
I'll wait.
Fucking assholes. No, you're really into
Conspiracy
conspiracies.
theories.
Yeah, I couldn't talk for some reason.
It's okay.
Conspiracies. You're into all that shit.
Yeah, I like it. It's very interesting.
And fun fact, did you know?
What?
Our dads are aliens, I thought so.
Anyway,
All
Ralph.
of our dads are aliens.
Ralph, well, he'll probably just add fun to this goddamn topic. Anyway, well, even though I just talked about aliens and stuff, I do have some. So yesterday, I was sitting at work, and I was just thinking.
You did a lot of sitting at work, didn't you?
Fuck you. So, I was sitting there, and I was like, I started remembering the dream I had last night.
Mm-hmm.
and my dreams have been so wild. Dude, I had a dream that I got shot the other day.
Dude, those are shitty dreams.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like,
No, I didn't wake up though.
He's dead.
So I was walking to the gym. I was walking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was with my brother, and for some reason at night, and we just see this,
don't go there.
I'm not, there was a certain person who shot me. I'll leave it at that.
It was
It's another.
I'll show you.
Anyway, I remember the dream. I go, no. And he shoots me. And I remember getting shot right here on the side. And then like multiple other places. And I lay down. And the next thing you know, I'm in the hospital. And what's crazy is I can feel the bullet right here in my chest. And they're getting ready to pull it out. But I also have like a hole right here.
I think that's high blood pressure, bud.
You were having a heart attack in real life.
No. Like, no.
You were like, oh my god.
Like I could feel the metal in my skin and everything. It was fucking wild.
Is this? What is
Assholes. No, and it was crazy. But I wasn't bleeding out or anything. And they were making me wait like a couple days before I got my surgery, even though I'd been shot.
Right.
You just bled out
This
and
is a long
died.
dream.
I
A
didn't-
couple days.
I
What happened
know.
in between. You just
Dang.
did your daily things.
Like we were just hanging out. It was
They're
like a
like-
big ass hospital. It was so weird. I remember we even went to a restaurant while we were waiting for me to get my
You're just
surgery.
bleeding out in the
But-
restaurant,
but
just
what's-
like, can I have a steak?
But what's fucked up is like they were saying
I
like
need to replace the iron that I'm losing.
they were saying that they didn't think I was gonna make it, so everyone was coming to see me.
Oh, you guys went to go celebrate just in case.
Right.
Why'd you go to the restaurant? Like, that's my
Dude,
thing.
I don't
like,
fucking
why?
know. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's
Let me
gonna
go,
be
let me go back to bed and ask
was
them.
it-
last
was it like a
meal.
lucid
It's
dream?
last meal.
Huh?
Was it like you can control it?
I need one more taco, please. This is my dying week.
I died. Wait.
No salsa in it to Make sure there's plenty of onions.
Anyway, what were you saying? Lucid dream? No.
Yeah, was it like you could control it?
No, it was just. I mean, kind of.
Oh, you were just on the road.
Kind of, but I was just like, I don't know. It was weird. And then I finally
No,
woke
it's one
up.
of those ones where you can control what you're doing, but not the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I was like, I could talk for myself and stuff.
Like you
Yeah.
could feel
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah,
like you could
I'm
look
telling you,
around.
When it was so
Right.
and
realistic
everything.
that I felt the bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Yeah, that was a heart attack. But it's okay.
definitely was it. But
How'd you wake up?
I just woke up.
Like, what part of your dream did you like
When she
finally
got
wake up? Like,
when she got the surgery?
do you remember?
It was like probably the most disappointing part when he was about to bite the
Yeah.
taco.
I remember. I
He
think.
slapped himself to knock himself out.
Once the
I
food
think
was
it was
coming
like.
out.
I think I was like in the hospital bed, and I don't remember if
The
I was getting
surgery
ready to
went
die
bad?
or not. But I woke up.
The good-looking nurse came up to you and was like, "Oh, are you ready for your bath?" And then that's when you woke
Boom.
up.
No,
No. Damn. It was a hey, it was a guy.
I hate
It was a guy.
No, I don't know what it was, but I woke up and it was the weirdest shit. And then I looked up what getting shot in your dream means because I like doing that sometimes.
Doesn't it mean like you
Yeah,
got
but
shot in your
dream journal.
afterlife and like a life before yours or something?
What?
Doesn't it mean like the life before yours or some shit? Like that's how they died or whatever?
You mean deja vu?
Well, if the person
Yeah.
before me got shot, then went out
like
to
your
eat
previous
after
life.
he got shot.
I mean, or is it a sign you probably will get shot going out to
Wait,
eat?
what did it mean? Did you, if you looked it up?
What if it's a sign?
Because he ain't got sky. He's gonna be skinny.
Hey, that's a sign. Hey, it's a heart attack. It's a sign, bro.
No, I looked
That'd
it
be
up.
funny if that's actually.
It said
what it meant.
something, it says something like,
Hey,
It says it is also believed that dreams are being shot can be caused by your own emotions in real life.
oh.
If something scared you or if you are feeling threatened in your walking life, then you are probably having this type of dream.
What are you scared of, Jacob?
Getting shot.
He's scared that Corona has a gun.
Just shoots
I
out.
vaccinated. Okay. I had the bulletproof vest.
You got some superpowers. That's what you got.
Dude, I have a crazy dream about being shot in the ass, dude.
What does that mean, particularly?
I don't know. I was just running from some dude. Fucking two
Maybe the
rednecks
guy-
in a
You
truck.
were like,
Oh, they
Ricky,
probably thought you were Bigfoot.
Maybe. I was running.
they
and
were
I
like,
fell. And I
there's
couldn't-
that big spick.
Yeah, and I couldn't watch the language. And I couldn't. Don't care.
they don't care.
Don't care.
Bloody.
And
What kind of dreams you having,
and
man?
I couldn't get up. And fucking dude came up to me.
Sound like you didn't want to get up with that moment.
Fucking dude was like, bah, 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 shot me in the ass 3 times. And I know what you were talking about feeling it, because I felt it. And I was like, fuck, dude. So now that I'm thinking about it, though, like you said, it's something. Maybe I'm scared of rednecks and trucks.
Yeah.
Don't you have a truck?
Don't you live by all of them?
Doesn't mind it. Yeah, right.
Aren't you dressed like one right now?
Besides the glasses.
Hello, sweetheart. Yeah. Gosh, I wish I could do that voice again.
But like, have you guys like really ever had like dreams like where you like really think, oh man, does this mean something? Because all dreams come from like your
I've never thought about it like that until now. So now every dream I have, I'm gonna think it means something.
I mean, that's always kind of been me.
He's like, I was with my parents. The house burned down. It got to mean something.
Rick,
one of
that
mine.
happened.
One of mine was a beach. I don't know why I was at a beach, but
Were you
it's
skinny?
pretty. No, it was what?
Were you skinny?
I think I don't know. I didn't look down. It was one of those ones where I was like,
He said, if I can see
I was
my
in the
penis
roller
or not.
coaster and it was happening.
Put us in Jurassic Park.
What?
Pull a beach on the
Yeah.
on
No,
the thing.
we need a beach.
Beach.
Jurassic Park.
Ralph.
Beach.
Beach. All right.
But either way, like that was like a soothing one where I was like, why was that? Like it felt nice to be there, but I don't know what that means.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a dream.
Probably means you need to calm the fuck down.
You need to be.
You need to be calm. I mean, what about you?
Well, my dream was so I was running away from a gang, like, so I don't know, and
That
then
happened this weekend.
did it?
That was no dream, son.
Oh well, I was running away from a gang, and then I head to this like abandoned house, and this abandoned house doesn't have like no exits; it just has one door in the dream, and so I like grab as many guns as I can, and I'm like ready to face these. I'm like, bro, I think I watched Tony Scarface before this. I think now I know why I had the dream. But yeah, and so I went ahead and did that.
So you were running from a
yeah.
gang, got a lot of guns, and you did that.
That story was all over the place.
It's like,
Sounds
yeah.
like a lame ass dream to me.
What about you, Ralph?
What?
You've been talking this whole time. What about your dreams?
You had the one about the redneck.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, I mean, wait, what's the
one
one?
time I had a dream I was a vampire when I was like 8.
No.
You're still the same size.
I think I just came out this guy.
Yes.
Hey, we saw
Yeah.
the images.
Yeah. Anyway, you thought you were a vampire?
I had a dream. Yo, bro. No, but I really do have like really bad sleep paralysis. Like fucking awful. Like I like some shit I don't even want to tell people.
Okay.
It's that
It's
crazy.
gonna
So
freak
don't
me
tell
out
us.
because I hate.
It will
people with
freak you
sleep
out.
Okay, so
paralysis.
hold on.
It's
I hate
hold
thinking
on
about
because it can spark that in somebody else when you tell them about your sleep paralysis.
Okay, shut up then.
It's,
I only have that.
Wait,
like,
tell me. I don't. I
once,
sleep like a
and I
baby.
never-
Tell me.
all right.
Nope, don't tell.
I'm gonna leave some details out, but like
Tell me.
it's crazy, dude. Because like the first time I had it, I was 8. It was that like vampire dream or whatever. And I was in my dream, and after I was hanging upside down from my old house
What if you
where we lived
in real
there.
life?
You
Yeah.
just hang upside down.
And like it was so weird, and then like it
This
was
was
dark
Ralph.
outside, and then for some reason, this was back whenever those like cube cars first came out, and there was just a cube car parked in the front of the house.
What, the mini
Right.
coops?
I don't know what it had to do with anything. I still haven't seen one or got one, so I don't know. And I went inside, and I was aware that I was asleep, and
Right.
I went up to my dad, and I was like, "Dad, slap me so I can wake up."
Mm-hmm.
He started laughing at me. He's like, "I'm not gonna smack you," and I'm like, "Dude, smack me, please," because I know I'm asleep. And after about 5 minutes of fighting with this dude about smacking me, I woke up, but I was laying on the bed with my eyes open in my mom and dad's room. I was like 8. They were both at work, and it was just dark in there, and I was just laying like this, dude. Literally for I think like 15 minutes. It was the scariest shit ever. But as I got older, dude, it got worse.
When you said vampire, I was thinking like you woke up and you seen remember that SpongeBob episode where Nosferatu's like flipping the switch? I thought that was gonna be in the Nosferatu. I was thinking that.
with the hash slinging slash slinging. slasher.
Slasher.
Oh, that was very scary with the smoke. I like that.
Scratchy throat now.
Like, you know how they say if you see a toilet in your dream, don't use it.
Oh yeah, because
Oh
then
my
you'll use the restroom.
Yeah, well, for some reason lately, I have been using those fucking toilets. I'm not saying I've been pissing my fucking bed, but I'm just saying I've been using them, and then that's when I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, gotta pee. Like,
Oh, it's like a forewarning.
Have you ever
like,
pissed
oh,
yourself
about to
though
go.
while you were asleep?
I've pissed.
Yeah,
As
when I
a
was
kid,
a
yeah,
kid.
as a kid.
Lie. How old were you the last time you pissed yourself?
Last time I pissed on myself.
Honestly.
Last time I pissed the bed, I was laying in the bed with my older brother when I was like fucking 6 or something, and I pissed on his back.
You never pissed when you were drunk or anything?
No.
Ralph,
I know a guy.
have you ever pissed yourself? Like, when's the last time you pissed yourself?
Fucking like 3 weeks ago. I was at work and I was working on a house.
Oh, you talking about like sleeping or just in general?
Just in general, like
No.
drunk
Oh
or
well,
anything.
if I'm drunk, hold on. If I'm
See?
drunk, I probably accidentally Rick.
Yeah,
Hold on, Rick.
I know what story.
But
I know what time.
I've pissed on myself drunk, like when I'm trying to pull my pants back up or whatever. I thought I was done, and I've done that, but like
No, you always get that extra squirt. It's like,
Yeah, that last bit.
because you ever like pull your pants like down enough to where nothing can get stuck in there. So and then you just wiggle a little bit. I even go at different angles to make sure like all the pockets are empty. Put it down, wiggle again, and then put them up. And some fucking how it's like, and I'm like, how?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have,
He's
and
like, Willie,
Rick,
Taylor.
please
I
tell
was-
that story.
I wasn't drunk or anything, but like we went to a basketball game. It was for like, I forget what it was, but me and him were talking, and I'm peeing at the urinal, and next thing you know, I have sweatpants on, and like I'm not paying attention, and I go up thinking I'm done, and it was in the situation like that, but like I didn't know why. I just like piss all over my like down my leg. That luckily I had a jacket. I'm so glad I brought 2 jackets.
I gave you my jacket.
This is
No,
not
that
being
was mine.
talked about.
I know it was
we
mine.
need to figure out how to get this
And I was
problem
like,
away.
oh, and it was the start of the basketball game. So
Damn.
like,
No,
I'm
so-
sitting there, and I'm like, crap, I
No,
need to like
we
do
went.
something.
We went because his girlfriend was gonna win like
Oh yeah,
Sweetheart or
that's
something.
what it was.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, Rick, come on, let's take a picture. Rick, and he's like, no, I don't want to. She's like, come on, let's just take a picture. I'm like, yeah, Rick, take a picture, Rick.
I was like, oh please God.
So in the picture they have, if you ever see it, you see him with his jacket in front of
just know that's when that happened.
it was like our sophomore year.
Yeah,
or
it was like
something.
yeah.
Although, have you ever shit yourself?
No.
No.
Yes,
That's
dude,
something I
it
haven't
is so
No.
terrible. I shit myself in
Well-
my dad's truck one time.
I actually.
Wait, when's the last time? When's the last time you
Oh.
shit yourself?
Okay, the last time I shit myself was probably like when I was
Come on,
was
be
like
honest.
11.
honest.
I was like 7.
But it was at the fire station right across the street
oh
from
my
me.
god, dude! How many times we've had to squat and shit coming home from Max's place is crazy, dude.
Bro, yes.
Dude, their food is so greasy, dude. It's like In and Out, literally. The one. Wait, isn't that the one they're building over here? No,
No.
it's Whataburger.
So, I don't know about that, but I shit myself at the fire station because back then, we used to
Run
play
along, go
baseball
for it.
across the street from them. They have like a little baseball field, and I lived like 5 blocks, 6 blocks, like where he lived at now, like lives now.
Oh, you talking about when you were on Newton?
Yeah. And so I had a shit so bad and I had the squirts, bro. And so I go knocking on the fire station. I'm like, hey, man, I use your restroom and shit. And they let us, back then use the restroom and shit. So I went there and I didn't make it, bro.
Yeah, you get the fire hose to come just clean the mess up.
Dude, I've got a story.
Hey, bro, wait.
Nobody.
But hold on. I didn't make it as I was going in. And so I was like, fuck. I just I got the squirts. Hey, I'm about to.
Nasty.
And so I was like, damn, what do I do now? I finish shitting, I take my clothes off. And so I'm shitting butt ass naked, dude, in this fire station. And so
Dude, that's such a terrible
That's awful.
situation.
and so I'm like 11 years old, right? And so as like I'm pooping, I'm finishing up shitting, bro. I'm like hovering. I don't want to get shit on their toilet or whatever, Like,
Don't
I,
got
It's
out the
already
hallway.
worse. It's
Yeah.
already worse.
I'm hovering.
Oh my gosh.
One of the guys walks in and sees me hovering over the toilet with shit on my leg, like on behind my thigh. and like a little bit like on my ass, obviously, and shit. Like he's seeing it from an angle, like as you're walking in. So he's like, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, and then I'm like, oh fuck.
It's out there. It's done.
You're that person that when people go to the stall after you and they see when it's on the fucking wall and when people are like, what the hell happened?
See,
That you're the person who made that happen.
no, dude, I have something. I probably that tops that. Believe it or not.
All right, let me hear it.
I went to Max's place yet again, and I was running from the big park,
Mm-hmm.
and I get in there, dude, and I'm starting to shit as I get in the building. I was like, fuck. So I run in there and I bust this fucking door down, dude. I was probably like, we were probably the same age.
Same height.
And
I was going to say,
it wasn't the same height. I was probably like 5'5". And
I was 5'4".
I was
No,
probably
I was like
height at
5
the
high.
time.
I was 5.
And I fucking bust down this door, dude. And I start projectile shitting on the whole fucking toilet's covered in shit, dude. And it's down my legs, on my clothes, on my fucking hands, dude. And I'm like, fuck, dude, what'd I do? So I fucking bundle up all this toilet paper, start cleaning myself off. Didn't touch the toilet seat, but I still had shit running down my leg, on my ass and hands. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what the fuck am I going to do to get out of here?
Right.
So I cleaned it all up. I pulled my pants up with the shit all over me. Because I
God.
cleaned up I thought I cleaned up a good amount of it. Didn't clean up a good amount of it. Put me in a random gas station bathroom right now. Okay. So I run to the girls' restroom. Because I ran out of toilet paper in there. And I sit on that toilet. And then I go, eat, and I'm like, oh, still shit on my ass, bro. So I start cleaning up with that. As I'm cleaning up with that, I hear one of the employees in the other bathroom go, "What the fuck?" And I'm just like, I remember saw me switch bathrooms.
Bro, I
On the
remember
verge
this.
of
I was
tears.
there. I was there. We finally got there, and once I cleaned up, bro,
Dude, hold up,
bro.
and they saw me switch bathrooms. And I clean up in that bathroom after I smear more shit on that toilet. So now my feces is in 2 different rooms of this building. Finally get myself cleaned up. Still have shit all over the inside of my clothes. And I walk out and they go, "Did you do that?" And I'm like,
Oh my God.
It's like, no. They're like,
Sir,
you're the
covered
only
in shit.
You're the only person we saw come out of that bathroom since we found this out. And I was like, no, I don't know. Just sweating. No, I just, maybe if you just boom, take off, fucking run out the door. And I'm, dude, I literally have like half a mile walk home with shit all over me, dude. Like I can smell it, and I'm just like, oh my God, worst fucking experience ever. And I finally get home, and I strip it doesn't end there. Oh my God. I strip butt naked and hop in the bathtub, and I'm like, now what do I do with all these shitty clothes?
Throw 'em
What am I
away.
supposed to
You
tell
throw 'em
my mom I
away.
shit my pants
No,
and
you
all
throw
over
them
my
away. You don't
clothes?
say shit. You don't say shit.
Boom. So I take. Oh my gosh. So I take everything. We had bigger trash cans in the bathroom at the time. So I fucking scoop everything up,
Oh
throw
my
everything to the
God.
bottom of the fucking trash bag, and then put it over.
the
Clean myself
smell.
up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I went back for like 6 months after that because I was so scared that they were gonna be like, "You shitter!"
Right. Oh,
I never had a.
That's why I felt for you so hard just now when you were telling me that, because I know how. And somebody seen you too,
Bro, the fireman
awful.
saw me. The fire chief at that time saw me.
So they pulled up to his house and they're like, "No, we're not coming here." It's shit boy.
No, bro. After that, they never
Your
let
house
us back
catch on
in
fire,
there.
man.
Yeah, bro, they never let us back in to go in there ever again.
I would
wouldn't
never
either.
either.
I
Yeah,
had
I
a
wouldn't.
shower.
Dude, we had
like
so
he
much
literally.
freedom
Hey,
in that fire department.
well, now can I? Well, he said he said I can use the shower they had in there. So I just like cleaned myself up and then just.
Well, that's good that you had a shower. He had a half-mile walk to bathe in his own
It was
feces.
good walking because there was like no resistance for my legs because the shit was just so smooth.
Yeah, but it's just going down your foot.
No, that wasn't. That was one of 2
God
terrible
damn,
stories, but the
that's
other one wasn't as
disgusting.
bad. I was just The bathroom, both of the stalls were taken up at Max's. A lot of shit stories about me.
God, bro.
I know, and we were supposed to talk about fucking multiverse, horoscopes, bird poop, ghosts, aliens.
Don't get me started on, but dude, I got a lot of poop stories. Okay, and I'm fucking walking home, dude. Remember that? Never mind. I'm not gonna even go with that.
Go ahead.
And I'm walking home and I'm like squeezing. I'm turtle head and he's wanting to pop out and bite something. And dude, I was like, fuck it, dude. So I run behind somebody's random house, dude, and just drop a fucking load behind them.
That's
And take off. They're like, this is a big ass dog. What the hell?
Hey, Daddy, you taking a shit?
Taking shit in the bushes.
Smokey! You taking a shit?
I think everybody stopped, dropped a Duke, and then walked off at some point.
Time out. Wait, never mind.
So Rick, you've never shit yourself before?
No, I never got it on myself, but I would say I didn't get to the toilet at a porta potty after a. So I was playing soccer and I was like young. I was like maybe 8 or 9, and I drank. You know how you drink Gatorade and you do like active like any like activity. I was playing soccer, then it was like bubbling in my stomach. So I was like, the porta potties are like across the whole fields, so you have to like run all the way over. So I go and I'm running out of time because I feel it, and I go into the porta potty and then it starts. So I hurry up, grab my clothes, and make sure that I'm like squatting, and then I make it. But then I was like, I'm not gonna clean this up. I just let it go and I cleaned myself up. And I just went,
bro.
I was like, I was so young.
I would have too. I dogged it.
Well, I shit myself.
I dogged it that one time at the camp.
I shit myself before a football game at Ward.
Oh yeah, you
Gosh,
told me that.
dude, I had to shit so bad during a football game
Hold
I was
on.
playing in.
Dude, I was shit myself at a Walgreens in Roland Park. I remember the fucking Walgreens. Is it Walgreens or CVS? Walgreens.
It's
Walgreens.
The one right there across from the prize shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in there. And I like sneezed.
It was like a hall pass with that chick.
I fucking was like, oh no! And I ran to the bathroom, and because I was with my parents, because they were gonna drop me off at the game, and I was like, hey guys, I was like, I need you to take me home real quick. And they're like,
Luckily, you're
they're
on
like-
the way.
I know. They're like, why? And I was like, because I just shit myself, and I need to change my pants. Like, and I changed them. I put on I put on jeans and stuff, and my parents are like, are you sure you want to go to the game considering you just shit yourself? And I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. My stomach's still a little upset, but I think I'll be good. Then I get to the game. That whole time, I'm so fucking tense.
You're nervous as fuck.
Because I'm literally, I must have picked the worst fucking spot to stand, first of all. Because I'm in the middle of the fucking crowd. Literally in the stands, in the middle of the crowd. And every time someone goes, I'm like, and I squeeze.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know. I was like, guys, come on. Calm down. Calm down.
It's not that way. It's
not that crazy. Yeah, and I thought that whole game, I mean, I was sweating bullets. I shouldn't have, in retrospect, I shouldn't have gone to the game and just stayed home. But I was like, I want to go out. I was sweating bullets because I thought I was going to shit myself.
One wrong move and boom.
Oh, I know. And I was like,
one wrong
and I was like surrounded. By girls, like all the girls.
He's like,
What, Jacob, what's wrong with your face?
it just sweat.
Dude, I was just like,
He's like,
come on.
He was like, stand back. I can wipe all of you guys out right now.
To the 10 people standing behind me, I apologize.
Guys, welcome to Splash Mountain.
Tries to go up one step and he's like,
Like how we get off topic so bad because I was going to talk about our horoscope sign.
oh, let's move
go
on.
ahead,
then.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry for everyone that has to fucking. Hopefully, he puts the timestamp things in case
real.
you don't like poop stories. But if you do, these were the poop stories. Our horoscope. What's your horoscope, Waldo?
The poop diaries.
Your sign. What's your sign?
Virgo.
What?
Virgo.
What are you, Rick? Taurus.
Capricorn, I think. Yeah, Capricorn.
Capra What's you? Thank you.
Yeah.
Bro, what about you? What do you?
Cancer.
Oh.
Oh, what you're gonna?
I'm a Sagittarius. What are you, John? What's your sign?
God.
Hallelujah.
The Lord, our Lord and
I
Savior.
think it's Virgo.
Hey.
Dude,
What
It's
does
just
that mean?
depending. Sometimes the ones I've seen is Leo or Virgo. Or
If you're a Leo, Disrespect.
What's your?
Do you guys take those sign things like?
If you were born this time of year,
I
fuck you.
What were you? What were you?
Virgo.
Virgo. Let's
Virgo.
see. Like the little descriptions of stuff.
Yeah.
People are really into that, and I'm like,
Dude.
Um,
A lot of girls. A lot of girls are into horoscopes.
Hey,
Like crash their
they
car.
said
Because of
like,
cancer.
Honestly.
it's on Twitter
My guy.
on their bio and everything.
I'm a Gemini. A lot of
I can't keep a relationship. I'm a
a Gem-
Pisces. I'm my bad.
Easy shit for that one.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, people take that shit so serious.
For real.
Have you ever had anyone try to judge you by your horoscope before?
Yeah,
No.
No.
Not me.
Luckily,
I have.
I have heard people talk about rocks. They
What?
collect those like mineral rocks and like
Shyamalan rocks or whatever.
they're
the hell
like
called.
into
Chakra
them.
rock, chakra
The
rock,
chakra,
chakra,
they're like,
chakra.
what's your
chakra,
rock? And I'm
chakra
like,
rocks.
Chuck rocks,
Chuck
rock, Chuck Jayhawk. Anyway,
pop rocks.
no, because yeah, I don't even know what those do.
They're like that. They're like astrology kind
Like
of
your-
stuff.
I
Like
wish I could see you,
it's
Rick.
like
I have a
everybody-
big ass boulder in front of me.
It's my chakra.
They're like I see it in the crystals.
This laugh reminds me of that Mexican dude with no teeth. That meme that you laugh. He's like,
Can you read Jacob's
Smoke
horoscope?
smells good.
yeah, what's my horoscope? Shut up.
Now is your time to shine with your craft. Don't be afraid to ask the universe for what you want in terms of your work life.
Pussy.
The,
Trying to keep
the
it
new
in. I'm
moon
like,
emerges in capable terrace this afternoon.
Does it say who I'm vibing with?
Let's see.
they're like you don't get anybody
Compatible with?
with a Virgo.
Who am I vibing with under this moon today?
I don't see it on there.
No.
I looked up Virgo, but it was like strengths and like
Daily dating.
weaknesses.
Your friends are all set to power you up for today. Maybe by fixing you up with one of their own single friends, or maybe just by
Ooh.
swiping you off your feet towards something hugely fun. Embrace it.
Ooh, what do you guys have planned for me?
LasGordas.com.
Our next sponsor.
I don't think I could ever trust Ralph trying to put me on. Well, Ralph has tried putting me on people before, and
And you rejected them.
well,
No.
Who?
They
They rejected
hurtful
it?
words.
Ooh.
Really
no, we've
touched
already
me.
told this story.
Oh,
though. You didn't
my
help.
God,
First of all,
listen.
I did that myself.
No, never mind.
Okay, you just heard the hurtful things afterwards,
Yeah, Jacob came in there with a lot of confidence.
and you know,
He walked in that door. He was like, "Woo!" And then left out like, "Oh."
what's your sign, Valdo?
Virgo.
Virgo. A powerful shift in your perception of life is on its way. It may feel subtle now, but you are beginning to see your life from a totally new vantage point. Today's skies bring the arrival of the new moon in capable Taurus, prompting a brand new story around how you envision your future.
When Baldo feels things, he's like, strange. Strange.
I bet Valdo's really gonna listen to that
Daily
too.
dating. Today you run into something new, maybe a hot idea, maybe a hot person. That gets you thinking in a way
Tinder.
about what you really want to be doing with your life. It's pretty heavy
Grindr.
stuff.
Ooh, maybe that's why you matched with that girl on Tinder.
Hey, for real.
Is she hot? Was she
She's a
white,
he.
black, Mexican,
She's
Asian, white?
Why does race have to matter?
Yeah, for real.
Because if you never notice, if
I
you
don't
ever
see
notice,
color.
whites have a different attitude, blacks have a different attitude, Mexicans have a different attitude.
That's true.
That's discrimination.
How?
That's true. It's true.
Shut up, Rick.
No,
Stereotype.
it's true.
Thank you.
Boom.
Everybody has a different attitude.
Everyone has Asians have a different attitude. I want to meet an Irish girl's attitude. That'd be kind of funny.
Like, oi! What are you doing in my pussy? I didn't say you could go that deep. You didn't even use no lip.
You're looking for the Loch Ness monster. That's awful.
That hurt my pussy. He might meet one of them one night and come home with fucking orange hairs in his mouth.
We're like, hey, whoa.
Before we start this next subject, I just want everyone to know we are going to jump around so much in this next subject. Just bear with us because we're giving you ideas to think about. All right. And get back to us on your thoughts on anything you think. And we could probably dedicate a whole podcast to it or something.
But make a comment.
Yeah.
comment what you
Anything.
want.
Or give us your own
Want
theory
us to talk about.
or anything. Anyway, enjoy what happens next. You
It's
guys
true.
believe it? You guys believe in the multiverse?
Dude,
Yeah.
Deja
What
vu.
is
Definitely.
multiverse?
Multiverse. This is.
Isn't it like another like
this is.
your opposite?
It's like
No,
multiverse
that's
is like
alternative
The
verse.
multiverse
Say this is you.
a hypothetical group of multiple universes together.
I thought you were gonna say hypocrite. I was like, what?
Hypotheth poketh. Hold on. Hypotheth poketh.
glasses are too little for your head.
Hypothetical group of multi-universes. Together, these universes comprise everything that exists. The entirety of space, time, matter, energy, information, and the physical laws and constants that describe them.
So in another universe, you're tiny.
Hey, I'm huge.
In another universe, Rick's white.
In another
Wait,
universe,
does that
we're
mean
all
I'm
woman.
like black or white? I'm
Huh?
Mexican.
Multiverse is multiple universes. It's like infinite universes. of
Oh, so I can
different
be
ways
black,
that your
white,
life could
and
go.
like purple, red.
Wait, so that would be different from a parallel universe.
Parallel universe.
Parallel
Parallel universe
universe is a spin-off
is
of
just,
reality.
is just running the same line
It's
as
going
you.
the same time.
Yeah,
But
So,
it,
like, what we're doing now is what somebody else is doing in a different universe.
see, that's.
but
that's
we might
what
be.
I was
I guess. I
speaking.
guess we might be sitting a little different though. Like we could be the same, but something's different there.
You can
Kinda.
be
It
skinny.
doesn't have to be exact opposite.
Yeah,
too.
It's just what's going on
like the
in
whole
the same universe, just
Right.
differently.
deja vu thing.
Like, what if there's people doing a podcast just like us
Yeah,
Right.
at the same time?
Well, there
Oh,
is right
yeah.
now.
But they got 100 subs and we don't. By the way, just a friendly reminder to subscribe,
Subscribe.
like, and comment on the video. Comment ideas.
I do wonder though. Like, I wonder if God is in those universes. You know,
Mm.
because that's where I get a little fuzzy. You guys are religious people.
If God is the creator of all, then yeah,
Yeah.
he would be in all the.
Yeah, but
multiverses.
wouldn't it be in another universe, multiverse? There's a different God.
No.
No,
This
because
guy
he
is the
made all
creator.
universe.
There's different gods right now.
Really?
Supposedly, but they're all surrounded by the same concept,
Yeah, but they're different gods, right?
essentially.
All right, there you go.
But it was all
Wow.
the same. God.
Great discussion.
Like, there you go. Boom.
No, I mean, I got into the multiverse so hard yesterday. I mean, I've always known about it, but I just got so deep into it.
Mandela.
What'd
effect.
you learn?
I was just looking at it, and it just made me think, like, man, like you should watch this Joe Rogan podcast with what's that black scientist guy? He's really famous. Tyson.
We
something?
don't promote other podcasts yet.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah,
so
don't lose
hold
your
up,
subscribers,
hold
man.
up.
it was
Out.
so interesting though.
You said outer.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
The,
That's a badass one. I've literally watched it like
astrophysicist.
6 or 7 times. Outer space. Is that the only way you can say that, or is there any way possible that you could say inner space?
Why?
what?
We are inner space.
Inner space.
Hmm?
So
We're
like
in our
if
space.
hold on, because it's outer space, as in space around the Earth. So if you go to space, are you in inner space? Or are
No,
you
you're
just
No, you're
in
just
outer space?
you're
You're
in
in
outer
outer
space
space.
until
Space
you
is-
go
space- two
is
spaces.
the
to
space is the
the
world.
globe. Yeah.
Is the world. That's
When-
the space. When
yeah,
you're out
when
of
you're
space.
in, when you're on Earth.
So if I was going to Mars, I would still be inner space
Mars.
on Mars.
Wait.
But if I left
Inner
Mars,
No, you would-
I would be outer space.
To us, it's just outer space. It's not the.
So that's just relative to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just relative to us. What I've always had the question on is we're in the year 2021.
Correct.
But what year are we really in?
Ooh, that's yeah.
Because the
Possible.
Earth has been billions of years old.
Yeah.
Well, they know that, but it's just a standard time. So
I
that
know,
way we
but
have
when you
control.
think about it, you're like, what?
So,
year
like
are we
who
really
just
on?
who admitted
Who knows, though?
Who knows? Because to be honest, because when they came up with the calendar, they were just like, all right, fuck it, it's year one.
Did you know that there was a calendar before this one though?
Yeah, there was I forget what it was
Oh my
called.
god,
Yeah.
that brings me to
Yeah,
my
the-
next. So when I was thinking about this stuff, I was, you know how there was the ice age, then there was an asteroid that hit, then there was.
Do you know the timeline of history like that? Because I
was
don't
watching it.
I don't
I was
know.
watching it the other day, but there was
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there was like so much stuff that happened, but a lot of it there was humans there,
Mm-hmm.
and it made me come to this idea: what if because they found like in one digging they found where they had a drill, like back in the time, like
Oh,
they had a
yeah.
legit drill.
No, they had a hammer, or like a modernish hammer or something like
Yes.
that. But they had found it like deep.
And that's where I'm getting at is that what if back in those days, like before like those catastrophic things happened, what if they were just as like where we're at advanced in technology, but when that shit happened, we lost all that shit,
right.
so we had to start back over again from the people that did survive or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. All right.
So
Let me.
that's what I wonder when you come back to the question of how long has the Earth really been around, how many years and stuff like that. It just made me think about that shit.
All right, bro. I'm gonna add on to that. So, this goes on to like my conspiracy of like, are we really like a farm? You know, like, you know, so we've done like how you said, like back then, you know, there was more like there was humans and shit, right? So like, what if back then they like discovered or they were so advanced, whatever, people bigger than us was like, okay, these people approved or whatever. Let's wipe them out, kill them. Let's make another farm, which is us.
Oh, like an ant farm.
Yeah, so
Like
having
sort
a
of like-
simulation.
yes,
Yeah,
So we're
yes.
an experiment.
Yes, like who, like that, like that's what I mean.
And that's
You
where
know?
that's where I get into aliens. Because like, well, you know how in movies they say, "Oh, this was God's mistake," and then they, made, you know. But that's why I wonder if like I saw my cousin sent me this thing, and it's like it's for the certain type of humans. There's tiers, and we're like in the middle tier where we know how to harvest and use things around us
Right.
to our advantage. But then the next one up is using the sun for whatever, using that
Right.
energy. And then above that is using literally everything around you, like molecules
Right.
and stuff. And we're like on like tier 1 or some bullshit like that.
Right.
Oh.
It's kind of like the way we use our brain. They say we're only using a certain percentage of our brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no
Dang,
way
bro.
that telekinesis or whatever would even be possible.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can control the structure of molecules that are in the air to move a solid object from a distance.
That's why we're only using a certain amount.
Yeah.
Of our
It's
brain.
called the Fermi paradox. If
I get
anyone
it,
wants
but
to look
even if
that
you
up.
had more control over your brain, how would that give you the ability to crystallize or create a structure between something and you and something else?
I know,
Well, that's
you know,
the
my
thing, you
brain's
don't-
not unlocked
That's
yet.
what I'm saying. You don't know that.
I mean,
We don't
yeah.
Yeah, I get
We're
it.
only
Don't-
using so much.
I
of
mean,
our
we
brain.
can. I can literally type something on my phone and transport it from here to there with no actual physical contact or like.
And how does it
Visualize.
do that?
I have no fucking clue. That's true.
It's the
Dude,
same way
do you
on how
think
you can
about that?
move
That's
things.
crazy.
Wavelengths.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
how did
that's
somebody figure out that a wavelength works? You know what I mean? It's,
yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
it's like
that's
how,
I feel like
how?
something's got to be hidden from us though. Somebody had to find something out. You know.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like how you say you they discovered like a modern, like, what was it, hammer?
Yeah.
You know, like what if like there's actually people still alive from like back then or whatever, you know, and they are like the ones like leading or like, you know, teaching us or whatever, you know, like what if they're the big people?
Like the who taught the first teacher.
Yeah.
So my biggest
The
thing.
first
Not really
teacher
sure on
taught
that
itself. Hold on, I in that. The first teacher taught themselves by experiencing, then
Well, yeah,
taught somebody
I know
else.
that, but I was just I don't understand.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
get
it's
that,
kind
though.
of
What about the whole thing where it's like the ant farm, but you know how like you can look at an atom, and an atom is made of different things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then if you have a group of
Microorganisms,
atoms,
how things can just
Yeah.
keep shrinking and shrinking because you
And-
got to remember everything is made of something.
Yeah.
dude. That's
so
crazy.
like
So
think
we're
of our
talking about
planet.
the quantum realm.
Yeah, in that
Yeah.
sense, yes, the quantum realm. And then you think about this planet. Well, is this like a little tiny thing from something
Speck.
bigger?
Like what's that
From
one? Horton
something
Hears Who?
bigger. Yeah, it's like
They're
that.
on that
Right? Yeah,
dating
There's
line.
something inside something.
That's what I
like
always
the
wonder
Grinch,
too.
like they're in a snowflake or
Like
whatever.
me and my cousin, we're kind of talking because I'm all over the place with this, but I just love these topics.
Yeah.
We were talking about like when you die, because he was talking about like everyone has energy in them, and
Right.
you can't destroy energy, you can't get rid of it, you can't build it or whatever.
Hmm.
So when you die, your energy has to go somewhere,
Right.
and that's how he was saying he was, dude. We are not on topic with any of this shit, but we're just getting our thoughts out. But he was telling me, he was like, so I do think when you die, you go somewhere, but you just go back into the earth. And he's like, that's why he thinks in like reincarnation and shit like that.
exactly
Mhm.
what happened. But it's not like that though. It's like when you die, you're buried into the ground. Your body decomposes. You become the minerals that are in the ground. It grows up. A cow eats it. Person kills the cow and you eat it. Everything is just constantly being recycled. Nothing is actually ever gone or can be destroyed. Because you think about it, a tree falls, it goes in, becomes grass, something else eats it.
Beavers eat it.
Animal dies, it falls down, refertilized, and then somebody else eats it, and then somebody eats that thing. It's just everything's constantly being.
Have you guys
recycled
thought
all the
about
time.
like the dome? Like, what if we're in a dome?
But
You
no,
know?
For real, we are so
Truman Show?
over all,
Yeah, like,
we
for
are
real, though,
all
but,
over
like,
the
Yeah,
place.
so
What if
that's
you?
going.
And that's the thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
We have not stayed on one topic.
So
we've
my
just
thing,
been throwing
here's my
our.
big thing. How were we created?
Oh, that's
How we
So when sometimes I'll sit there and I'll think, like, somebody
long
had
night.
to, yeah, but somebody had to,
Like, do you believe in the
like
big?
your heart's there and it has a purpose.
Are you talking about human beings?
Yeah, anything.
Well,
Like,
do you
really.
know where the chicken started from?
No.
From the egg. Because evolution, something had to have caused that.
Yeah, but here's
to
my
have
thing.
The egg.
When it's born in an egg, it's an embryo. So it grows and it grows and it grows because something inside of that's having it grow. So here's my thing. Humans, our heart was made for a reason, to pump blood. So then something had to think of, all right, well, how are we going to get that blood to something? So then veins were created. Arms are created. Muscles are created. It's
okay. So with things like
Is
that,
God real is
Yeah,
what I'm
I
asking.
So-
get where you're. Yeah, that makes. Yeah.
where you're coming with that, like what I mentioned about the cell thing, like being like quantum, and then maybe we're like a smaller thing. Well, when it came to like life in general, people like to talk about microorganisms, which is the start of life, which is what they try to find at like different planets to see if there's life on that planet.
Right.
So my thing is, if you have that little thing, evolution makes it adapt. So when you're talking about a heart that's formed, and then you have veins, blood vessels, and things, it all leads down because of the force of gravity. So it goes down your body, and that's how your body is formed. And then that body becomes so dense that it basically lives on gravity itself on the floor.
You know that makes me think. It makes me think like, if, say how you were explaining how the egg came and all that, and they say we came from like a fish and stuff like that. Why doesn't it keep doing that shit then? Why?
Because it takes time.
It takes billions. Of
Yeah,
years.
it takes billions of years.
Like, it
But I
goes
mean,
back to the Earth being 4.5
Yeah,
hold up.
billion
but
years
still,
old.
but like,
most-
but like, if we came from all that stuff, right? Wouldn't you think it would still be happening in other
It- no,
places?
it happens
and random
now.
people,
It
and
can
random
happen
people
now.
would just randomly show up.
It happens now because, like, okay, small example. Like when people go to outer space, their body immediately starts adapting to it within, I think, the first 30 days or something. Their bone density will lessen, their muscle tissues will weaken, and they're adapting to where they're at.
Their environment.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when they come back, they have to readapt. They have to build that bone density back. They have to build that muscle back. The muscle memory of walking and using your hands with weight because you're constantly being pulled down. So like people in other countries, like you see these like tribes of people who like they're immune to spiders, they're immune to rabies, all these other diseases, and they're able to run for miles and miles and miles and miles because they're constantly doing it. So they're adapting to their environment. We're talking about evolution where
that takes a lot of
you're talking
years,
about,
but
like,
that's
millions of years
evolution.
for us to grow like a third arm. It's not going to happen over
like
10,
it's not going to
15
happen in about
I
100
know.
years.
I'm saying that, but like, I don't know how to explain it, because you know how they say evolution happened, how we came from this and this and this. So evolution just finally stopped with us.
No.
Like,
No.
it does it like
We're
for
evolving
like that first
right now.
that first human that came from evolution, whatever, you know. And then they ended up.
No, that because every day they're always
you closer
finding
to
a
your
new
mic.
species of animals, things like
Yeah.
that. That's adapting from an evolution from a different species.
But here's the thing: if evolution happened, how was it just? Did it make one man first, then one woman first? Like, did they do it at the same time? Like, that's what I'm saying. Because they had
been
to
like a spark of like, because you know how you'll see like a fungus and there's this small patch of it.
But do you
when
think-
you put water on it, it's multiplying itself and it's growing uncontrollably.
So, like, some organisms are asexual, so it means they have sex with themselves to create other of their
we
kind.
were
like
asexual
lizards.
at a time.
So it could be that we were asexual, and then
That's
as
how we're
evolution,
related, brother.
as evolution happened,
That's how you know I did not learn
you
shit. in
you
school.
adapt.
Hey, I didn't learn shit.
That's because I'm really into the I'm really into
No, you
like
don't learn
knowing
this
that.
shit in school.
Yeah,
You got to
like,
do your research.
Like you just sit there and like a good podcast is like Joe Rogan. He talks about where you were talking about like people adapting in the places.
we don't see other podcasts.
A famous podcast is that they talk about the tribes in Amazon and how some of them have like
Yeah, I've seen that.
larger
one.
feet and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
yes.
That could be evolution in play, but it's just it's
Adaptivity.
adaptation right now for us.
One thing that scientists are picking up on though is humans. I think within the coming few hundred years, will have pinkies like this. You see this pinky how it's kind of
because of our
sagging down
phones and stuff.
because of our phones,
Yeah.
but our bone structure like this. Whenever our DNA is being created
Yeah.
our sperms over time, it's going to think that we need this for something.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, it's like the
that's
webbing
the
in
whole
our.
thing with facial features of you looking like your parents. It's adapting that DNA from that person and pushing it off to its offspring.
And then
I
you
hope
are that
humans-
DNA.
I hope humans at some point just look fucking dope.
Because if that
Dude,
wasn't the case,
for real, like-
you would come out looking way different than one of your parents looks like. Or,
And the same case with like people who like
You think-
Americans eat more highly processed foods and stuff like
that's
that.
why my dad's black and I'm Mexican.
You think evolution can ever stop?
No.
No,
No.
I think
They're
it's
constantly
constantly
evolving.
keep
Yeah.
adapting to everything.
I know, but I just.
You guys think we'll ever
sometimes I
get
feel like
wiped
there's
out?
An end for
You're
everything.
getting
at
in your
some
feelings
point.
right now.
You guys think we'll ever get
No,
wiped
it's just
out?
You're
like-
going too deep. Come back.
Yeah.
There's a volcano right now that they said could explode within dude, scientists are not always very accurate with what they say.
Of course.
Because I forget what the time. You can probably look it up. It's like a volcano like that's close to here, and they say it could explode within any time now between like 1,000,000 years. And it's like, okay, thanks for narrowing it
Oh,
down.
it's
for me.
fucking- it's,
Mount. Mount.
It's up top.
Fiji. I'm just kidding.
No,
Yeah, it is up top.
Yosemite Park.
I
No,
don't
it's
know.
Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's
Yeah.
the one they say. But they've been saying that for years, though. I
Dude,
mean, if
it'll
we go,
literally
we
take
go.
out an entire
That's-
continent.
Yeah, but are you scared to death?
Me?
Yeah.
Only man I fear is God. Not that one.
No, because I think I'm a little afraid of death. But
I
then
thi-
my
I
cousin.
think everyone is.
But then my cousin told me something pretty interesting.
Well, if you're scared of death, you're scared to live. You're scared to live if
Ever-
you're scared of death.
I'm a very nervous person. Listen, my
I'm scared of everything. So
my cousin told me, he's like, if you're scared of death, he's like, there's this quote by like Tom Sawyer or something. He says, if you're scared of that, just remember you did it before because you were dead before you came alive. If you think about it.
Yeah, well,
so
hold up.
technically, you'll just do it
No.
again.
You're okay.
You
so
weren't
there's
weren't living.
This is true. Everything is made out of one source, right? It's atoms. Everything is built off of that structure because
Yeah,
that's the
cells,
smallest
atoms.
molecule you can go down to before it's like impossible to see
That
what's
we know
inside of
of.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Everything is atoms transferring from one thing to another. When you die, you don't die. The memory you had in your head ceases to exist. and you're just transferred to something else. You never really die. This Adam you got right here was probably an Abe Lincoln. This one was in a cow 400 or 500 years ago. That one was in a dinosaur.
All right, this is getting disrespectful.
So, like, I was gonna ask, do you guys know how the dinosaurs died?
Asteroid.
Like, I want to know if
Okay, but here's the
Was
thing
it
with
like
the
an asteroid?
asteroid. You think when the asteroid came down, it just immediately wiped them out. It took over a couple years for that shit for
Okay,
them
I'm
to
glad
wipe
you know.
for them to
'Cause
wipe out.
I
It didn't
learned-
just happen
I mean, I
instantly.
would guess.
Yeah, and that's evolution.
But,
Yeah.
but a lot of people think like when the asteroid hit,
it
they just
was like a
fucking-
bomb.
No,
like it was
yeah.
like a bomb.
It had
And
no
that's what
symbol.
I thought.
A
But
bunch
it
of,
took,
like-
but it took them from just dying from it.
Yeah.
and it didn't just happen like that. Same with like the Ice Age, and there was some other catastrophe that happened. But
So in my astronomy class, the lady, she was all into that, and she was like, "I want you guys to know, it wasn't like an atom bomb went off and all the dinosaurs died." She said it landed in a part of, I think, the
Iceland.
Indian Ocean or something,
No,
or
Iceland.
like something like that.
or
Yeah, I
Greenland,
think-
Greenland, landed
Somewhere
in
close to
'cause
that.
They found it.
Yeah, and then the vapors clouded. A lot of vapors went up in the sky and clouded the sun, which caused a lot of extinction due to like
Build up
just
of
people.
carbon monoxide.
Yeah, people not people, dinosaurs trying to eat, and then it led to extinction because they didn't have a food source, so they died off, and then some other.
Yeah, so
catastrophe.
the big thing on people talk about is the climate change that happened.
Yeah.
When that happened, so it's gonna poison the air. Of course, they need oxygen to live, things like that. So them not adapting to those things is what kills them off with it.
Which was fast. That was quick, just because.
But you
it was
also got to remember the
unexpected.
last known dinosaur was 66 million years ago.
And alligator.
And humans did, what they believe to have been on Earth was 2 million years ago for the first time.
Although
So that's 64 million years
that's what
that they could have died off on.
that was what's interesting about the podcast I was listening to. I'm not going to say the name, but they were saying that they're finding more evidence of humans being alive in different places than what we actually thought. Like, there's so much more to discover in the Americas because we have not done that much. Like, you know how they find, like, you know, different stuff all over the world. Like, there's all kinds of stuff here because we just never really looked. We never really paid attention.
No, dude, we know more about the moon than we do about our own oceans.
Yeah, I know.
Like, look up the statistic on that. Like, how much what's the percentage of the ocean that we've actually explored?
They always say
Oh,
like
77%.
No,
Seven.
yeah,
No,
it's-
seven-
It's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
single digit percent or something
Yeah.
like that.
that always
4%.
comes up. What was I gonna,
4%.
I was gonna say?
Okay, we keep going on.
Just 5% of the ocean.
5%
Yeah,
of
that's
the
crazy.
ocean has been explored.
Just imagine that.
I
like,
hate the ocean so much.
It's
I hate it,
It's
bro.
mysterious, dude.
And-
It's crazy.
And the ocean accounts for 70% of the Earth's surface.
Oh, that's what it.
I hate the ocean so much. I'm
It's
so
it's
scared
funny
of it.
because like if you found something deep in the ocean, and you try to bring it up, it changes because of
Yeah.
the density of
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, because
And-
it adapted.
Like the little blobfish, I know they show it all the time. That's a deep like sea creature, and then as they bring it up, it looks like a blob.
yeah, but it's actually
So it's
And-
95% of the world's ocean is still undiscovered, and 99% of the ocean floor is unexplored.
Yeah, so that's like pretty crazy because then you go down there, it's dark, like it's black. So like try
Well,
to
the
like
farther
find
you go,
things is
the
so
farther
crazy.
you go down, it's like going out in space. The pressure.
Yeah, the
and all
pressure,
that
the
stuff.
density, and
They
all
took
It's kind of wild.
Did you see that graph where they took the tallest mount? What is it, Mount Everest? What's the tallest?
that.
Yeah.
one? Mount Everest. Flipped it upside down and put it in the deepest depth of the ocean, dude. It was like fucking half.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be interesting.
You know
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
be
gonna do?
surprised if they
We
want
know
to.
it's
I
on
have
the
a goal.
outside, but not on the
I'm
inside.
gonna have a goal. I'm gonna go to the deepest part of the ocean
You
and
die.
just drop something, and then with the
and
longest
it'll
string.
flow up.
Why?
Yeah,
Why
I
have they
was
not
gonna
just
say.
like,
Yeah, like really.
Drop it.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
no, like they could probably like
Literally
try some
drop
shit like
it.
that.
No,
That's not
it's
completely
because-
out
No,
there.
because
No, the
it's-
pressure when you
No.
get farther down. Yeah, that
I get
stuff
that.
fucks with it.
But literally,
But
you know
why
how much it would
metal?
take to
Why-
crush?
like,
Yeah. So like, say
anything.
you made like a steel hook or something,
And just
dropped it
drop
down,
it.
and just hoped that you would hook
I-
something.
But you don't know if it's directly going to go all the way down
that's what I'm
because
saying.
It could
Fucking-
get caught in something.
Still,
yeah.
percent of that is still not mapped out either, so they don't know what's down there. It could be
So like the
old
material we
volcanoes.
think.
It could be an old surface that used to be livable on. You know what I mean?
That's just like I want to
Gosh,
know.
that's so
I
wild.
want to know how much is in the water, and I also want to know how far space keeps going.
Oh no,
They
it's,
have
it's
the
a
map.
constant
As,
expansion.
no,
Yeah.
as far as we think.
Hold up.
No, as much as we
Do you guys
we
think-
think it's
hold on.
infinity, but we don't
No.
know that.
Do
The
you think?
galaxy is literally constantly expanding at a rate that it's going faster as we speak. It's faster and faster.
No,
and
I
faster.
know that.
And it'll get to the point where it's expanding so fast that it's ripping the materials of outer space into pieces, and then it just causes a big explosion, and we restart the Big Bang.
So that's why I always like. That's why I do believe in like the quantum stuff and all that, because no matter what, like one reaction will cause
Fabric of space and time.
will
that's
cause
what I was
something
looking for.
else. So like, think of this as it might be scary, but like eventually the planet Earth is gonna fall into a black hole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like no
Wonder if
matter
we-
what.
Did you know that things are so buoyant? Like we're so fucking buoyant, the entire planet, that if we were to fall into a black hole, it'd be the size of a plum.
Yeah, just because it
Every-
stretches and then it contracts.
it
back.
crashes down on itself,
Yeah,
and we would be the size of a plum.
wouldn't
That's
even-
how buoyant we
we
are.
wouldn't-
it's just two different pressures going at the same time. It's
You guys think we'll survive?
oh yeah, definitely.
It's
Definitely.
like
I'll just
getting-
move
we
to
know the
Mars.
Mexicans would, because they compact themselves in cars. I'm just to
who
this,
knows,
man.
bro? We've never been through a black hole. What if one time we just survive, go through it, we're like, oh shit.
See, that's
Who
There's no
knows?
going
We
through
really-
a black
get
hole. It's not like
stretched.
taking you to a different universe. Or
You get
something.
stretched,
It's
you
just pressure
die. Going in.
forcing down on
Yeah.
itself really hard. That's,
so
Who knows?
the way it looks
I mean, yeah, that's true.
is
We've
that
sent things into black holes and it didn't do shit.
We don't know. We didn't see him again.
I mean, that's true.
Have you ever seen a black hole
Elon
swallow
Musk
a
tells the
star? It's
truth.
fucking wild.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
No.
The way it would be is that if a human were to go into a black hole, I would see them for some time, and then in 1 second or a millisecond, they would go and they're gone. And that's how it works. But to them, it's relativity,
Right.
is that they're stretching. Their whole bodies, they're dead by
Oh,
the
I
time
bet
they're
that-
even there.
No,
And
you
their
die
body
like a
goes.
second in there.
Yeah.
Like you die pretty.
Not
fucking
even
quick.
a second in. You're like the moment you like. I'm far
Hell,
away
by
from
the-
a distance.
by the
if
time-
you're by it, you're done. Like you're already dead. You've been dead for like
Dude,
So we
millions
sent
of years.
humans
Hold
into
on,
I
black
mean, it's
holes?
instantly. It's like you. It's
Yeah,
like when
you're
you fall
done.
asleep. You don't
When-
even know it.
Did you know that there is always as far as the galaxy expands, at least, but it's trillions of years out. That's the term. Light years is the time that it takes light to reach you from a certain distance away. I think that's exactly how it goes. Or light
Yeah.
years is time traveled per year or something like that. So you know how you can see something from far away and there's a delay to it? But obviously, you'd have to take it to an extreme level.
Yeah.
So if somebody were able to travel 10,000 light years out and look back at the planet, you know how light reflects, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're 10,000 light years out. So you're 10,000 years back from the reflection of what's coming off of the Earth. So you could literally, if you could travel far enough, 10 light years away, and look back at the Earth, you could see yourself as an 11-year-old kid. Because that reflection is traveling through space.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Oh.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why they.
Y'all didn't
always
think heavy breathing could get this deep, huh?
I think it was
I'm learning new shit
Einstein.
here.
Einstein believed that time travel
He
could
used to get
be.
mad bitches.
He
You
did.
can time travel through visuals
Yeah,
in that sense.
is his relativity laws, the laws of relativity. That's what he was trying to kind of
Why'd they kill
show,
him?
is that my perception of time is different from your perception of time. So say we're in the same day at work and we're working, my time's going by fast, but yours is like boring and it's like, oh, like I'm here for some
Oh
time.
yeah.
So
That's where
that's-
when some
it's-
people are like,
it's
this day
things
went
like
by
that.
fast. No, this day
No,
went
it
by
was-
slow.
it was
when you
boring
fall
because-
asleep and I'm asleep and then I wake up and it's morning, but you're awake doing something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's
You're
it's
taking
relativity.
8 hours to do it, and I slept in what feels like a second.
Yeah.
I just fell
You
asleep.
ever done that? Been like, and then woke up and you're like, what the fuck did I just
Every
sleep
day.
8 hours?
Going back to light years, It is 6 trillion miles.
Yeah.
6 trillion.
And the closest black hole is 150 light years away. So to travel 1 light year, it would take 37,000.
And just imagine
years.
there's billions of
Yeah.
planets.
Damn, that's
one
close.
light year.
And these stars that you're seeing, so you know how you can like see Pluto, that dot? Do you know how fucking far that is? You're seeing the image of that planet millions of years ago. You're not
Yeah.
seeing the current state. So if it were to explode, that happened
You wouldn't know.
some odd
Yeah.
trillion years ago. That didn't just happen. Your eyes just now perceived that image.
It's like when a planet dies, they won't find out until years later when it happened. They finally see the nebula is what it would be.
How the fuck do we know if Mars is still there?
Exactly.
No.
Well,
No,
like
but I
math-
mean,
math
we have
mostly.
a rover on Mars though.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
So that's because that's not that far away.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's a little bit easier. It follows a little
How
bit.
far
I forget
is it
how
on
many
Mars?
days
That's
Yeah,
it
but
would
they
take.
can
that's why
travel.
it takes longer on our time for it to travel around in the solar system.
And don't forget that time is just relative to us. So say
Their
we
time-
meet
Whoa,
a different species of people who are like highly advanced as us, they might not like know the perception of time. They might have something.
What
Time
if-
was a creation.
What if
Yeah.
aliens
Man-made.
are on their way,
Man-made.
but it's
And
just
we-
taking that long?
yeah.
Oh
Whoa.
shit!
It's what's funny is that you're like,
But like, I mean, some
Mr.
already
Alonso had
here,
said
bro.
something about this one time. Now it's coming back.
Some are-
my
already
teacher,
here.
my anatomy or astronomy teacher was like really into stuff, and
I'm
I would sit there and I'd be
so
like,
fucking
oh,
mind blown.
I'd be like, oh, that's
Dude.
pretty.
You want to feel
Dude.
useless, dude? Okay, so Jacob,
already did.
I wouldn't listen. But relative
Yeah,
in
time.
comparison to the Earth's lifespan, relative to that, you're only here for 3 seconds.
Huh?
So
Relative to the lifespan of the Earth and what it has grown to, what age it is now, you're only here for 3 seconds.
So if I did the time on it, you would only be alive for 3 seconds of that time.
Tight.
So you know how flies, they're super small. They only live for 24 hours. Do you think they only see it as 24 hours?
Like dogs, 7 years or whatever, like their age.
Oh yeah.
How like they'll sit here and maybe that's why they come up to you when you like come home from work or anything because you've been gone for so long.
Bro,
And that
running
goes
on
back
time,
to-
homie.
Well, that goes back to you saying if you work together, his day
Yeah,
goes by faster,
where
yours
it's
goes
like
by
that.
slower. They just most of the time just sit around,
Yeah,
so time's
And-
gonna go by really slow for them.
I don't know if they have conscience or a conscience.
They do.
They
I'm
probably
pretty
do.
sure they
I'm
do
pretty-
because they know,
Their form of it,
they know what to do. And
Stop.
stuff.
the form of it. But
That's wild.
Man, conspiracy.
and then you see all the alien stuff, like the Pentagon released those things, and like how they said like the way it does it doesn't like it doesn't pertain to like physics or of like us. But then again, if they're so advanced, like what are they doing to do that? If that is true.
Yeah, I do wonder. I haven't really looked too much into the Pentagon shit.
I know
But-
they're gonna come out with another thing soon. I know that.
I'm so pumped.
But like black matter, I forget what we were talking about. Is black matter is matter that we don't know anything about.
You know they found it though, right?
What?
Hold up. Black matter. I'm so serious. Neil deGrasse Tyson said this himself.
Black matter.
There's not black matter, but like they said that because you know what black matter is, right?
No.
It's
No.
nothing that we know about.
You can't touch it, can't taste it, can't smell it, can't see it, can't even feel the presence
There's
of it.
no dimension of it.
But he said that they found it somewhere in space. I'm not kidding. Oh my gosh, please look this up. Something.
No.
Oh my
It could be black matter or gray matter. I forget what the.
Have we found black matter? Black
Black
Black matter comes out
Stop.
like, nah, man, you ain't found me shit. You ain't found me, motherfucker.
What you
Gray
looking for?
gray matter is in the nervous system. That's what it is.
Hey,
Look
hey,
up
I haven't
black
paid
matter
child
and then Neil
support so
deGrasse
long. You haven't found me.
Dark matter.
Dark matter. Yeah.
Dark matter.
Jacob,
See,
you're
man, you
racist.
trying to come at me with this black matter, motherfucker? I'm dark matter.
So, dark matter can refer to any substance which interacts predominantly via gravity with visible matter. So, like a black hole, where like the
So
matter
they-
of
so they-
both stars
So it's there.
is gone. Is gone.
But it's there.
It's there, but it's not there.
You can't interact with it though.
No.
You can't see it, can't smell it, can't do anything with it, but it's there.
But they have theories of black holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it pertains to too is when you think of Earth, like how does it stay together? That's
Gravity.
the dark. Well, that's the
Yeah.
dark matter.
They have things like that. People believe in gravity because that's what we think of.
Yeah.
But what if that's not even it?
What if
And
gravity
it all-
is just a side effect of the dark?
It all just comes down to math, is the mathematical theory of it.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, boys, we're getting a little too far in this.
Yeah, we're getting way ahead. What's the next topic?
That was the
Well,
first
far-
What
topic.
was the topic?
I know, bro. We've
We're an hour and a half.
Jacob's
in.
been silent because he's thinking about his life, and then Waldo over here's like,
do I
whoa.
matter 3 seconds?
Wait a minute.
I mean, we still had a lot more, but we could say that for Saturday or something. Well, Rick's not going to be here.
Comment. Comment what
Like, comment, subscribe.
topics you guys want
Well.
us to talk about.
Wow. Do we have a lot to think about today?
Or theories.
For
or-
everyone who got lost in that, I understand because I was
don't
just
blame
as
you.
lost as well.
I
But
don't blame you.
for people who do like going down these rabbit holes, keep on listening because we'll probably get right back into them sooner or later. Anyway, thanks for checking out our episode. Ralphie boy, thanks for always interrupting. Rick,
You know me.
thanks for giving us your insight.
His
You know,
smartness.
I'm sorry we didn't get to put out our last video with you. That was a really good one too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really upset.
We'll
maybe
do-
maybe we
we'll
can, put, maybe
redo
we can
the-
put out the clips of some of it.
The
maybe, or
movie
just some
thing.
of-
We can redo that.
Yeah,
Because
I-
that was
I'm
pretty
Oh, hey, idea. Are you going to come here Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, baby, we're doing a sketch. Oh, I'm excited. We're doing a
That'd be
sketch.
funny.
So, are we
Well-
drawing pictures?
No, baby. No, baby.
I'm not a baby.
Let me get some of that. All right. Valdo, thanks for being here as usual. John, you're always the man. Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll
Like,
catch y'all
comment,
later. Adios,
subscribe.
bitches.